Hello and welcome to A Stitch Happens. My name is Levi. I can be found on Instagram as wtfknitting without the singing. I live in Central Ohio with my partner and our two dogs, Fennel, Grace, and Winston Charles, which he's not coming in. How's everyone doing? I'm back in, I think, 2 weeks now. Last video took forever to do it, and then London and Paris got erased off of it. London and Paris was wonderful. I'd sell my 401k currently to move to Paris. But everyone says, oh, it's just your honeymoon. You're honeymooning over Paris. I loved it. And that's it. It was really interesting. It was Paris was more of a culture shock than London, because we go to, New York City a lot. So like, it was just basically the same. They just had a London accent, or European, UK accent. I don't know, whatever. But yeah, loved it. Had fun. I want to go back. I'm ready I can't believe it took me so long to become a world traveler. I think it was more the flight. I would never take an overnight flight again. That is one thing I said, oh, no. Maybe I'll tell some more stories later on, but right now I just got to get this done. So my name is Levi. I'm a registered nurse here in Central Ohio, where I live with my partner and our two dogs. I work in fraud, waste, and abuse. And actually, I don't even work in fraud, waste, and abuse anymore. They changed my title. I don't know. Who doesn't matter? Who cares? I work in fraud, waste, and abuse. I'm going to talk to you about bake-off stitching first, and then we'll get into bake-off stitching second, and we're going to have a good old time. First, I did start this. I talked about this last time. I didn't show a picture of it, but it's called MH1656. Yes. My Beloved's Gift by Hands Across the Sea. I don't know about her. I'm just going to flash a little bit of the chart. It is so hard. Like, all that. It's very fun. It's two-sided. I was watching Narissa. I think it's called Narissa Stitching Lifestyle, or doesn't matter. I was watching her, and I said to myself, like, is she not making this reversible? Because she's acting like it's the easiest project in the world. Okay, I'm doing mine on 46 count Old Mushroom by that smelly fabric. It's 46 count Old Mushroom XJU design. And you can't even see it. Here's my progress. I need to stop laughing. I laughed so much last time. Okay, here's my project process. So I've done this. It was 42 stitches one way, 42 stitches back, and 42 stitches the other way. And now I'm currently working on the second band, and it is reversible. So it looks similar to the front. There are instructions for how to make it as reversible as possible. She talks about pin stitch, but I don't know how. Like, see, you can even barely see that yellow. So here's what I'm planning on doing. This is lovely fabric. I just don't think this is it. Like, I don't think it's it. I think, honestly, the color that they put in there is more of a natural color. Because I said it was 739. Nope, that's not it. It's more like a natural linen. And I just think also it's just really, really thin for one thread. Like, it's just really thin with one thread. And it's like, I barely can see it in person. I mean, I can see it because it's there, but like, if you ask me, I'd be like, I don't know. So I ended up buying a I think it's a Veriswa? I don't know. Whatever that one stuff is in the skein. I ended up buying, well, I put it in my cart and I haven't checked out yet because I am going to do that. And once I figure out something else that I'm going to try to do. So I bought the first like 6 colors. I have in my cart. Yeah, 5382, 2523, 2134, 144, 92, 921, 2528, and 2633, so that I can do the top 2 bands. So like that, there's a band here that you can barely see on mine. Then there's that, and you repeat the same band there. So I bought the Versoix because it's a little thicker and it's in 46 count. So I'm wondering if it'll be it'll be just a bit thicker. So I think I put in those first few threads to see if that, and then I also, the problem is it needs to be a fat long, or a half, like a fat half is like 2 fat quarters together. That there, I contacted Kitten Stitcher, and I said, she called it something different. I've always known it as a long half. She called it something else, but what it is, instead of getting your halves butted up together, they're butt like this to make a rectangle instead of like a squarish kind of thing. A long rectangle instead of a short rectangle. So I need to get different color. I need to get I'm going to try the Versoix first because I really love that fabric. I think it's so darling. And it cost me a good chunk of change to get it that way. So I'm hoping, and if not, I may have to just buy raw natural linen in 40 count and just move on with my life. And currently I'm also making it reversible. Don't ask why. Then here, this is, From Velvet to Linen by Kathy Barrick. I just finished my thing, and then I did some more of that. This is just kind of something I pick up at work occasionally when I'm on a meeting or something, or bored of the daily stitch that I'm currently working on. This is on an 18-19 count Ada, dyed by my friend from Otter Creek Floss in Fabrica. That is it. That is it for the non-bakers cross stitch. I did want to show you a few things here. I'm going to put, okay, so what I did on my old videos, I used to clap really loud, and that would be indicating on, because you get a spike on your reading, to put a picture there. So, because it's louder than your normal talk, so it puts like a red spike, and that means I need to put a picture there. I'm going to put a picture here of, I was watching somebody the other day, and they were doing the pointed fifth, or Conta, I don't know. We're going to say the pointed fifth. It has another name in front of it. So I go to buy it today, and the Long Dog website's down until Monday. And honestly, you can't get paper that quickly. I want to start it today. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. I don't need to start. But anyways, I got an order from my friend. I didn't get them. I purchased floss from my friend Pammy from Otter Creek Floss, and she has a bunch of like variegated, and I'm not really that kind of stitcher. I like the tonals of hers, so I got these. I mean, I have more than these, but this is the ones I want to show you currently. And then I got more coming because I texted her and said, hey, can you do me a favor? I need all these colors beside each other, and I'll put a picture here as well. I need these all in one ring because I didn't have a yellow. I have a really pale yellow. It's called, starts with a D, and it was too light. She has this other golden yellow color that she did for her fall colorways, and she put it here. So this is what I'm going to make my pointed fifth. I was watching somebody's video. It's two sisters. They live in Cincinnati. You all are screaming at me now. But anyways, I won her giveaway. Oh, my friend Melissa won her giveaway. I don't know. But anyways, I'm going to do, she did the pointed fifth where she did everything like a gray color, and then she did a gradient of somewhat rainbowish colors in the animals, like the centers of the black. So all of that outer work, the infrastructure was black, and all the rest of them were this. But she used 3 different colors, starting from the lightest to the darkest. And I'm just going to do it all in one. I'm going to do, this is my frame color, purple, indigo, blue, even though it looks really green. It is kind of a greener blue, but it's fine. And then the green, and then the yellow, and then the orange, and then the red. And I'm really excited about it. So I'm waiting. I just bought the rest of the thing, but I don't really know how many I need from her in the black. So I bought 10, 8, 9, and hers are 10 yards. So that gives me 900 yards of black. of onyx. So I'm hoping it works. And then here is my, and I have this. No, you still can't see that it's variegated. Yeah, you can right there a little bit. But this is the thing I'm making with my Bardiquin birdies. Floss. It's called Mulberry Tart. And you can find her on Etsy. I need to keep this out because one of my projects is Bardiquin birdies. So, and then I bought nothing else, actually. Well, I got 2 bags coming, but that's beside the point. Okay, so Great British Bake Off. Actually, this isn't in great. Let's talk about Ann Thomas. I don't have the picture here. I just have Ann Thomas. I moved her, so I'm going to put a picture here. And then here is where I'm at now. Oh my gosh. Okay, so the bird's 90. The bird is done. I just have this foliage. This side of the foliage is done. All of this is done. All of this from this branch here and up is done. Now I just got to work on doing some more of these. I'm going to call them phlox. I don't know what they are, but they look like phlox to me. Just a red variety. And they're here, and then there's some more here, and there's some leaves. My goal is to get this all done by Saturday. All of the bird and all of its like foliage. So again, the bird from here up is done. From here, all of this and this is done as well. And then I can start, as soon as I'm done with that, I'm going to start bringing that border down. And then he has underneath this pigeon here, there's another, her little cartouche thing is underneath there, where it says Ann Thomas, work done by whatever and whatever it is. And then it's just basically a little bit more floral. It actually looks more like that floral there. It doesn't matter. Look. So, I think this is the first project that I am going to fail on of getting it done in the month that I said it is. Because last month, wait till you see it, but last month, I started Moon Deer. Well, Moon Deer took over my life for like 4 or 5 days, and I put like 2,000 or 3,000 stitches in it. And I was trying to get more of this done to put it up for success. And also, I'm just not stitching as much. We decided to tear our bathroom completely out, and we're in the midst of doing that, and we're putting in a pocket door, so we ripped out a whole wall. Anyways, so there's a lot going on in the house. And I'm stitching about maybe 100, 150, sometimes 300, depending on like when I start or if we're doing something. Like tonight, we're going to go look for bathroom fixtures. So I'll come home about 9:30, 10 o'clock and work until midnight. So I'll probably get about 200-300 stitches in, hopefully. But also like my bake off stitching's kind of in the toilet. I didn't end up restarting Santa of the Forest. I am planning on restarting that. It's just been crazy. Again, we just kind of decided to do the bathroom, and that's just the way it is. So let's talk about Great British Bake Off. It started on September 5th. It airs every Friday here in America on Netflix. Every Friday. I don't know if it's like a certain time when it comes on. I watch it in the evening, like after dinner and stuff, and then after whatever my partner and I do. So I typically watch it at like 10, 11 o'clock on a Friday night, and it's available, obviously. But I don't know if it's like stroke of midnight, it just pops up on it or whatnot. I don't know how that works. But anyways, here in the U.S., it starts September 5th. And so how I'm doing it is the Hollywood handshake, the guy, the male judge baker, he gives a handshake if it's like the most incredible thing he's ever eaten. And I give that project to the baker that owns the project, 500 stitches. So then they do a technical, I always called it a pre-bake, but I didn't realize it was called a technical bake. I heard that this week. The winner of the technical bake gets 50 stitches times the amount of players left. So like on one project this week, I had to do 600 stitches, and I haven't even picked it up. Don't ask. And then the loser gets 25 stitches times the players left. So that was 300 this week. And I did do that one. Bake Off winner gets 100 stitches per day until I watch the next episode. So like if I don't stop it on Friday, then it just keeps continuing. Like if I don't get I'm not going to get them done this Friday. And that may be on hold because again, I'm trying to get Aunt Thomas done. But again, I don't think it's going to work out. I'm barely getting like 200 stitches on her. So we'll see. I may have to bring her in to like my morning, like my luncheon break time at my work stitching. And then the loser gets 500 stitches because obviously I'm not going to work on that one anymore. And this week, the player's already gone. So my first player, and I'll just say my first player, I'm not going to tell you like their names, but my first player is Lady M. And here's where she is going to start because this person, he or she, I'm just going to call them all she's, maybe he's, I don't know. So here is Lady M. This is the start. I have not worked on her at all. And she is so, ooh, I love her. So I'm really excited to get back to her. So this person didn't get called or didn't win anything this week or didn't do anything. So this didn't get worked on. That's the one thing I don't love about this challenge is you get pieces you just don't work on. And then some like, well, obviously it's episode 1. So like that whoever was the loser of the Bake Off isn't going to, you know, it's over for them. It's finito. So my next one, player 2. Now player 2 got eliminated. And that person's project was this one, Nativity Tiny Town. And I recharted this one. Did you guys know? Okay, I wanted to tell you. Did you know if you go to the bottom, like, okay, so like where it says like O-stitch happens and it says like things you want to do, like copy something. If you hit ask, and then it brings up the AI for YouTube. And then you click summarize video. And it literally, unless I don't speak properly, unless I don't speak properly, it actually brings up everything I said. Now, some things it doesn't get right, like the names of some of these patterns. But here's this. That's my rechart. That star is actually up further. But there's the rechart. Oh. Hold on. Un momento. There we go. That's the rechart. So there we go. Oh, there we go. Okay, that's the rechart. So I put in the King's Men. I'm not doing the Wise Men or whichever one she did secondly. I got the first row. That's good enough for me. This is on 46 count oatmeal or oat by, I got it off of a D-Stat. I got it off of a linen kit on Etsy, but it was from Hobby Lobby. Sorry, not Etsy, but eBay. I've only put a handful of stitches in this, maybe like 30. I did her hair, her trumpet, her wing. This one says to get 500 stitches. I did some over here too on the camel's back. I dyed this fabric myself. I started with a dry piece of fabric and then just dipped the top into the water. And because this was dry, the water, until it got rid of all the dye, started to creep up on top. Creeped to the cream, because the cream is the original color, it was oatmeal. So I tied it here, dunked this in, and then let the water just climb up the thing until it was all, until it was all colored, until it was all wet. And you can see like some of the coloring actually came down a little further and some of it stopped. But it makes a really cool effect. So I gotta get back to this. I still owe it, I think, like 450 stitches. So that's project 2. That person got eliminated. This is project 3. 324. Remember I had ambitions to have this done by the end of the year. This is 324 by 2, 3, 2, 4. And the premise of this is all of this here goes into this project. And here it is. It's worked by ABCs. It's on a white 46 count linen. I am doing it 1 DMC thread over 2 linen threads. This one didn't get anything either. I'm kind of maybe regretting that I put this in here because I have to come over and pick the threads for this because I don't have any of the threads. You know, obviously I have not picked any of the threads up because I haven't worked on it and I lost it there for a little bit, and then you know how it works. This next one. This is not the bag. My next one is the one I was telling you about earlier. Okay, so I made this project portfolio for my friend Melissa, me, and my friend Kim, and our friend Kim. And somebody sent me a pattern. It was a table runner, and I just took the fabric from the table runner and made 3 portfolios. And when I was doing this, I kept having a conversation with myself that Melissa's was different, and Melissa's is different. Melissa's here where it's black is actually kittens. So like the kitty fabric right here, like this black and white kitten fabric is her back panel. So like this panel right here is hers. I did some intricate like quilting on it, and you can't see it. There you go. You can see a little bit there. So I made it. If you're looking for a tutorial to use, I'd use Tiger Lily Design unless you don't want to pay for anything, and then you use Elizabeth Ann Stitch. And this is the floss I'm using for Moon Deer. Oh, I love Moon Deer. It's so darling. So I'm using all these. And this is my own custom. I talked about it in length last time. This is that. This is Whiskey. This is Purple Majestic. This is Bullfrog. And then this is Flatfish. So cute. So I ended up not using driftwood. I still might use it in the bottom. I don't know. I got carried away. But here I am. This is on 46 count. Rhapsody by Moonshine Stitchery. And this I put like 3,000 or 4,000 stitches in it. So this is the driftwood. Sorry, this is the Flatfish. This leaf, all these leaves here are Bullfrog. The yellow obviously is the Whiskey. And then this here is the Cyclamen. And then these buds here, the smaller ones, are actually the Purple Majestic. On a 46 count from Moonshine Stitchery. And I love this. I love it. I want to actually work on it right now. So, and I've almost finished page 1 with that actually. And that's what I was working on, is just trying to get page 1 in. But I also wanted to get all the colors in to see if I actually like the colors. And that is the other thing. I got my 1, 2, 3 stitch cart. But you know, with 1, 2, 3 stitch, because it is a like a ship, everything ships for $3. Like I want to get my money's worth. And plus I got enough floss in there because it's only 46 count. That I kind of would like to see how much floss I actually use before I go and buy it. But then you got to think about dye lots. If I wait too long, then they could be completely different. And then I could be in trouble. So Moon Deer's 4, they did not get called. This is not the one that is even on here. The next one is a bag made by me. Nope. This isn't a bag made by my friend Pam. She's making, I don't know what she's doing with bags. She's got 2 or 3 little satchel things on her Etsy. And here are the 2 fabric colors I'm using. Oh, they do look different today. Okay, so this one's called Spring Meadow, and this one's called Fresh Fields. And in here. I met Julian Stitches at Instagram StitchCon. She's here on YouTube as Julian Stitches 16. Oh, she was so sweet and so nice. Why isn't this one coming into focus? There we go. Did you see the new iPhone 17 where you can click the back down so you have a little like tiny LED screen so you can see what you're doing? If you're doing like a videoing like this, you can use your back screen, which is completely much nicer. So the Summer Meadows is the outside border and the inside is the Fresh Fields. And I am doing it on 40 count. I don't have the fabric anymore, but here it is. Or sorry, I don't have the tag. So there's the meadows right there. And then the inside is the Fresh Fields. But here, isn't that interesting that the meadows looks darker than the Fresh Fields now? Huh. But in real life, the snail looks darker. So this is player 5. I'm not doing anything for them either. And this is the thing. I got the PDF. It's the Lost French Red Escargot du Purdue. And it is by Running with Needles and Scissors. Again, I just bought this off their website and got a PDF. That's why it's because I only have a black and white printer. And Pam, myself, and Jamie are all working on this. This is our sampler September start. I did really good at first, and then I kind of fell off the board. Story of my life. And in a Christmas bag. It doesn't make no sense. Takes all kinds to make the world go round, I guess. This was player 5, and it didn't get anything done either. Player 6 didn't. Player 6, 7, 6, 7, and 8 didn't get anything done either. Huh. Oh, here it is. Give me a second. All right, so player 6 is The Magic Lamp. This. Oh. The Magic Lamp by Bella Filipina. I love Jasmine. Aladdin is my favorite Disney movie. And I am doing this on Evil Queen 28 count. And I have not done anything on this since my birthday. And here I am. I was doing the, oh, look how sparkly it is. Oh, that is the, oh, no, I'm showing you back. I was like, why does that look so sparkly and so like straight and stuff? Show the right side, man. Here I am. Oh, it's still really sparkly. I'm doing the arch. I'm doing because I didn't want to take the time to find on my birthday. I didn't want to take the time to find the DMCs. So I decided to use Krynic. You know, I don't ever say I ever make sense. This one here is J-U-D. Hold on. It's called Magpie Cherry by J-E-D Designs? Stitches? J-E-D Jade X Stitch. Jet X Stitch. Magpie. Can't wait until she gets her blueberry J out because I want to buy that one too, but I don't want to buy it until it's on this. This one here is Pinky by Mystic Fabrics. It's on a 40 count. I am doing all the called for, but the two Threadworks threads, and this first one is Phantom here, and then the other one that's Color and Cotton, I'm doing Hibiscus. It really blends in, not so much in person, but it really blends in with these lights all on it, but it's really pretty. I worked on that one. I don't know if I've showed that one since I've worked on it, because I worked on it for about 200 stitches a month or so ago. This is in a Creative Blessing bag on Etsy. Next one here is Elizabeth Scarra by my sister Sampler. Again, nothing happens on this either, but I wanted to show you. It's on 40 count ledger by Bestitch Me. And here is my starting point. Oh, so cute. I want to get back to this. Tasha and I were supposed to get this done by StitchCon. I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think she's even worked on her. I don't think Tasha's even worked on hers, if I'm honest. I haven't seen her videos. But she's also doing like a colorway change with 103s. But super cute. And then, oh, here's this. I can put this in here. So she's number 8. Again, nothing happened with them. This is number 9. It is the Winter Sampler by... I didn't actually know that this was called the Winter's. I mean, I guess, I don't know. I didn't know it was called the Winter Sampler. Oh. Okay, well, I didn't bring her bag in. This is on the mystery count, green count, 8 to 16 count, or 14, probably 14 count. I don't know who dyed it. It was just in my stash. This one was the winner of the bake-off. So it's getting 100 stitches per day, and I'm woefully behind. I think I'm at like 300 maybe. I stitch on this at work during my lunch and my break. So I literally did this, finished that, put that in, put in the B, finished the E, did this, finished the leg, and I'm working my way across. I did this in hand, and I'm just not an in-hand stitcher. Especially with 2 threads, it just looks so sloppy. So I put in this nurge that fits the whole thing. So I'm really excited. So I'm just gonna work on it as I can. And again, I don't know if they're obviously not dead fast, because I'm gonna watch it again on Friday and just restart. I'm just hoping I touch everything this week that I could. Pretty much, that's what I'm gonna do. And then here are the 3 Belle Soirs that I'm doing. Cranberry, almost called hummingbird lace, heirloom lace, and then barrier patch. And I'm using all 3 of those on that. And then I'm also using just the Santa Stops Here, I think is what it's called, by Brenda Gervais. I'm using the beads that she used in that pattern. And then this is something that I got at StitchCon. It's by this company. I would definitely buy one of these. If you are looking to do any type of beading, this is really nice. I just wish that this metal was magnetic. So I might put a little magnet on the back so that I can stick it on my project. But it holds it. It's really nice. And that stuff inside is just, you can, if it gets untacky, you just throw it underwater and wash it off and it becomes tacky again. It's really nice. So so that was the winner of Bake Off for episode 1. And that's the winner sample by Birds of a Feather. And I got to find that bag. So number 10 player is Disagree. I should actually print this off, but here, we'll just show you if I don't have a print off. So this is by Rebel Stitcher. That's what it'll look like when it's all said and done. So cute. She did hers in all one color. I'm doing mine on Maple Sugar by Lakeside Linens. And I'm doing mine all in pink. So there we go. And I'm doing mine in pink by Victorian Motto. And I have one, this here is an overdyed by Color and Cotton. Oh, here's another one, but that same cyclamen is pink on this one, even though my cyclamen on whatchamacallit Weeks is purple. Isn't that interesting? So here's the pinks I'm using. Probably minus this one because I'm going to add this one in. And I found my Krynic. It was in my StitchCon bag. And I'm going to do the letters maybe in that Krynic. But we don't know yet. Because you can see it. I mean, it looks really nice. Yeah, it's pretty. That was a Krynic leftover from a Mirabilia. Not a Mirabilia. It was the little tiny ones. Nora Corbett. So that's player 10. Player 11, one technical. And that is this. Away We Ride. And I got a bag coming for Away We Ride by Blackbird. I never was interested in this until I saw someone stitching it at StitchCon. Or not stitching it, had a finish of it at StitchCon. And here is my starting point. This is Heather, 40 count by Picture This Plus. I guess I'll own it right here. Yeah, Heather, 40 count, PTP. So there it is. It's really pretty. So I'm going to get back to it, and I'm really excited. It's really quite a beautiful pattern. So cute. So that's 11, and he went, or they. It was a he. It might have been a he. I don't know. I think it was a he. I'm not keeping to my own rules. This bag here is from Two Old Lady bags on Etsy. So cute. She does these patchwork bags. They are so darling. And then player 12 lost the technical bake-off. So I have done the stitches on this. And this is Blizzard by Stacy Nash. I've done my own conversion. And here are all the colors. So I'm changing the sweater that was the blue to orange, the scarf that was red to the blue of the sweater. And everything else is the same. And I think I'm going to do beads on this, on the sweater, little star motifs. So I'm super excited. I did the 300 stitches on this. So it's done now. I mean, he didn't lose, so he's not done, but like done for this week's stitching. And then I had mentioned the Hollywood handshake, and I misspoke because that's not what I'm doing. You get 500 stitches, and I'm picking 2 projects. And why I labeled them like even, and I labeled them to 12 is the even person will get, if they have an even number before their name, Baldequin Birdies is, no, can't show you that. Baldequin Birdies, which is this pattern right here by Modern Folk Embroidery, is going to be the even. So anybody that has an even handshake will get, will, I need to put this flosses in here. Oh, I did put them in here. So that's the floss. Anybody that gets an even any player that has an even number before their name gets a handshake. I will do 500 stitches on Baldequin Birdies. And this is on a 40 count Liberty by Moonshine Stitchery. And it's so cute. I'm so excited. Oh, it's so darling. Oh, I just think it's so pretty. But yeah. And then here again is the floss. It is called Mulberry Tart. And it is just, oh, So gorgeous. There, you can see the variegation now. I think some of these might be a little more variegated than mine. But yes, like looks like light purple, but it's actually light gray. It's the prettiest. Oh my gosh, it's so stunning. So that's my Barnacle embroidery. And I got enough. I got like, I don't know, four. So I got 500 yards of thread. And that's on a 40 count, so it barely uses any. I think I equated it, and I needed actually 4 1/4, but you know how it works. And then if you get an odd number, because I'm so woefully behind on it, I am doing another modern folk embroidery. I am doing, well, shoot. Put a bird on it. Here it is, put a bird on it. Oh my gosh, come on. Let me show you a mock-up, because if I showed you the PDF, it would just be the chart only. But there it is. This is a Sal put on by the Sunshine Stitchers, EJ and Shelia. And they are doing a, oh, I lost the damn needle. Well, I don't know. Doesn't matter. Well, poopy doopy. It doesn't matter, but I continue to look for it. I'm using 2 colors. This one here is dyed by Rolanda in Canada. This is just a once dye, and then this variegated purple. I must like purple and gray. I didn't realize that. This is purple and gray too. This is like a purple and a mauve. Floss, and then this is just DMC color. And I'm thinking about ripping those out and just making it the DMC and just the outer ones being this color. But also I've already done it, so I may just leave it. But I am doing it, and here's the floss. It was a 50-yard skein. I'm going to have plenty of it. So it goes from really bright magenta-y to purplish gray. And then the color that matched the fabric, the green, was 164. And this is if they get a handshake and the person has an odd number in front of them. And he only does one hand. Well, I've only ever seen him do one handshake. One handshake per episode. I really thought the winner of the final bake-off was going to get a handshake from him, but he didn't give it up. He didn't give it up on episode 1. I was shocked. So here's the projects. 1 through 12. Hollywood handshake is if the number here, so if it was the person that was a 3 got it, I would be doing put a bird on it. If it was the number 12 that got the shake, then I would do Bolliquin birdies. And that would be 500 stitches per pattern. Then I also thought here, because sometimes I don't agree with the baker, like I don't get to try it, but like the piece is so pretty. I also thought about doing like a 250 honorable mention, but I can barely keep up with this, so let's keep it real. But also I'm hoping my stitching picks up now that it's getting kind of cold here in Ohio. Especially at night, it's getting below 40. It's getting around 40, and I've never seen that in September. But also, it's like 80 during the day, so it's very odd. So, by the next time you see me, it'll be another week or 2. And I'm hoping to have this started. Hopefully she gets her website up, Long Dog, and then I can start this. And then Pammy is going to ship out my yellow. Well, she's going to ship me out. I purchased 2 skeins. I purchased 2 of each color. So I have one. So I purchased 1 of all the colors I have here, 2 of the yellow that goes here, and then I purchased 9 of the black. So I'm hoping that black will be enough. But again, I don't have the PDF and our website's down. So I just basically did it on the 1, 2, 3 stitch. Said you needed 43 skeins for a 14, which means she's using double because they would use 2 strands. So then that cuts it automatically down to 23. And then I'm doing it on 46 count. because I almost need a fat half even at 46. Well, 46 is 15.5 by 15.5. If I go 40, it needs to be 17.5 by, 17.25, 3/4 by 17 3/4. So I'm going to do a 46, I think. I'm going to do it probably on overcast. So it's like I'll basically this here, but a little bit of modeling. So I think that's super pretty. So that's where I'm at. If you have any questions, link it down below. I don't remember having any questions. Sorry, I'm really like blanking it here. I always forget that Google's owned by YouTube. YouTube is owned by Google now. They bought them. Oh, this is my, no. Okay. Well, poopers, scoopers here. Okay, here we go. This Potter. That voice of mine, gross. Okay, so this is what I wanted to show you. Okay, so here it is. And see that ask button? If you click it, of course it's not gonna work now. Oh, pooper doopers. Okay, I do not care about TikTok. So if you hit ask, oh, it's not gonna, okay, so there, right there. Oh, sorry, on your phone it brings it up below, but right, oh. Ah, shoot. Picked the wrong video anyways. Comes with DMC. Okay, here we go. So if you hit the ask button, hold on, get rid of that. Hit the ask button. Okay, so there it is. And then you hit summarize the video. It will literally summarize all of the whole video. Now, most of it's correct. Maybe the spellings might be wrong, but it does a really great job. So if you have any questions, do that. And then I downloaded, oh, I had to do Prime on my YouTube, on my stitching, Oh Stitch Happens. And when I did Prime, crazy enough, it actually deleted everybody on my subscription list. I Googled it and seen if it was like a common theme of people, and nobody else had the problem. So I'm literally starting from ground zero about figuring out my life. So Robin Shelby 1 said, did you sign up for StitchCon? I did. I did sign up for StitchCon. I agree. Like, why are we already here? Like, where did the year go? I just can't even believe it. I don't know. She's also talking about Sand in the Forest. I love the Patriotic Stitcher. That's who I was talking about earlier. Teresa. She's like, yeah, I forgot some of my shit too. To StitchCon. She's like, I forgot the fabric at home. Oh gosh, that's the way it works. Oh, she found it after... She lives in Arizona, right near the attic. Who's the designer of the plantation sampler? I did write this to the person, Linda. It is the 1884stitchery.com. And you just put in the search, just put in plantation sampler, and it'll come right up. And then Ellen Lee, I know. You're supposed to do one stitch at a time. I'm just a rebel without a cause. But anyways, thank y'all so much for your comments. If you have anything you'd like to know, give me a buzz. Let me know. I had a question and I forgot it. And then I had something else and I forgot it too. Did I? I don't know. Anyways, all right. Well, thank you all so much for watching. And toss the floss and let stitch happen. Bye now.